So hey guys, so welcome to another Tech Tuesday video, and well, before I start this video I'd just like to say apologise for not doing a video in ages and ages, so yeah, I apologise for that, but let's get into the video. So as you can see in front on my desk, you can see, if I just zoom out a little bit you might be able to see a bit better, but you can see a steering wheel, and so this steering wheel, you got the pedals, which I'll show you in a minute, but you plug it into a computer. You can use it for racing games, any game that has a car in, as long as it supports it. So this is called the Drift Oz. It's made by Speedlink. Speedlink is well, you know, quite a well-known company who do stuff like this, like joysticks and all that kind of stuff like this. But yeah, this is the Drift Oz, black and orange version. I know it does have a little bit silver, but yeah, it's called black and orange version. This is made for the PC, but I'm not sure, but I believe you can get for PS4, Xbox, or any consoles basically. So I bought this off Amazon, and I didn't really want to use it that much, but I got it for 50 quid, and so it's a pretty good deal for what you get. Like some other steering wheels like G27 or G29 is like over £200, so yeah, a bit out of my budget, but yeah, that's exactly why I got this. So I'm just going to go close up and show you the buttons and what there is. So then, as you can see, it's basically, this is set up like an Xbox controller, so it's easy to run with games which supports Xbox controllers, which quite a lot of them do. So as you can see, you got the X, A, B, Y controls here. The only two things you don't have is the two like joysticks things, but yeah, apart from that you got everything out. Right, so this is the little key. I don't know what it's called on the Xbox, but that's what you can kind of recognise it. It was also PS3 and PS4, but the square is triangle. Yeah, you get the point. But this is exactly like an Xbox controller, and then here you get the left and right trigger, and then you got LB and RB, which yeah. Also, what you do have here is a little gear changer thingy. I'm not quite sure, gear shifter, and basically whatever you map to X on the front is and Y, so that would be X, exact same as X, and then if you put it back it's Y. So yeah, now there's also some more on the back. So I know it's not very clear, but that's just says an R there for right, and that just says an L there for left. Not on the Xbox controller, but yeah. And also, if you don't want to use the gear stick, you can also use these paddles here, like you get on some cars, which can be easier to use. Also, what comes in the box is these pedals, and that's called accelerator. A bit squeaky. Mine is a bit squeaky, but every now and then I put some oil on it, it's okay. And then brake, which isn't as squeaky, but it's still squeaky. Also, you can't see, but behind is some rubber plating, so when you do press down you don't damage the plastic behind. Also, another feature that comes with these pedals is if you come out behind and pull this up, you got something to rest your feet on. Mine's a bit dusty, but yeah, let me just go down a bit. So yeah, you got this little foot plate, so you can actually hold on. So you got some grip, and yeah. So then I came to the back of both the steering wheel and the pedals, and I'm going to tell you how the wires work. So on the steering wheel you got just a USB, and I don't know what kind of USB, but yeah, you just got a little USB which you plug into the computer, of course. But before you plug it into the computer, you might be able to see there's this little port here. So that port, if you get the steering wheel, no, the pedals lead, and you go to the end, you get one of these cables, which you just simply plug in the back, and then you plug in USB, and all done. So before you once you've plugged in your steering wheel, you might want to go on to, in the box you get this little CD disc, put in the computer, and that's all your drivers. I think you can also test your steering wheel, see if it works and all that. So, and before, after you've done all that, one final thing that you might want to do, might not, your choice, but basically there's these 3 buttons. So back and start, that's on the Xbox controller as well, as normal, but what you don't have is mode. So basically what mode is when, before you press anything, you just plugged it in and that's all you've done. There's this little red light here. You won't be able to see it because I haven't turned it on, but yeah, when you plug it in, it's a little red light, and then basically what you want to, I don't know what the red light mode is called, but what you want to do is if you hold mode for about 5 seconds, I don't know how long, around 5 seconds, and then this green light will turn on, and that will change it into game mode. I don't know what the red one's called, but all I know is I always put it into game mode when I'm playing games. So if I just zoom out a bit, basically on a steering wheel you either clamp it down on the table or you get what's on here. So if I just turn it up on so you can see the bottom, they're suckers. So these suckers are really tight. As long as there's one problem with my table is I got a extended mouse mat, so it doesn't stick onto my desk. Well, it sticks onto my desk, but it doesn't stick on here. So it's sometimes moves around. It's okay though. Yeah, but yeah. One last thing. Some games as you might experience on some games, you get a vibration in your controller or something like this. Now this steering wheel has the exact same thing. There's pretty big vibrator in the middle of the steering wheel, so when you're driving and say you do something to make it vibrate, when you're holding on to the thing you feel it shake quite a lot, which is always a nice thing. And yeah. Now just one problem, which most of you won't get, but I use this for simulation, so most of the time I only have one of my hands on the steering wheel at a time. I don't like, if I was racing I'd have 2 hands on the steering wheel most times, but as I'm doing simulation games, as you can see, all of the wear and tear is going to one side, so you can see it a little bit on the camera, but this is just worn off a bit as my hand's just been there for quite a long time. But if you're doing racing games, it shouldn't be that bad, but also if you're doing simulation games, it won't matter too much, it just doesn't look right. So yeah, I'd just like to point that out, just in case anyone wanted to know about why that's like that. So then that's pretty much it for this review. I've done a review in ages and ages. I think I've only done one before, but yeah, so I've done this review of the steering wheel. So this is pretty much it for this video. If you like it, thumbs up below. If you want more, if you're new, subscribe, and also comment below if you want any help or anything like that. But yeah, bye bye.